and welcome back. I'm Maria Ressa. We are back with Marites Vitug to my left, to my right, Jail Cornelio from Ateneo, and over across from him, UP's Clarissa David. Okay, second round. Clarissa, we'll begin with you again. Your reactions.
Okay. Well, I think the most important thing of this round is I don't think Binay anticipated he would be part of the debate.
That was interesting.
It was so high profile, mentioned many times in the last few minutes, and because we can't move forward from the corruption issue in the debate proper, there's a real anger that you can feel from people, and you can feel that that all the candidates appreciate that corruption is still an important issue for voters. So everybody wants to be in on it. I think the question on poverty reduction, well, it wasn't a question on poverty reduction, it ended up being a question on the judiciary. The interesting thing about that is that we got a lot of technical information.
Yes.
I mean, there was mention of LEDAC, there was mention of politicizing the judicial system. These are not answers that we can get in this detailed fashion in the presidential debate.
Fantastic.
So,
Marites.
Yes, I like Leni Robredo this round because without being, let's say, she doesn't really skewer you, but she asks questions that she really wants solid answers, the way she confronted
Very pointed,
Escudero.
no?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think she should have strengthened her answer on judicial reform because she raised a key issue, which is the politicization of judicial appointments, which is a big problem in the judiciary. So anyway, she raised it and it's hanging there. So I think it's good for another round of discussion.
and she had another 30 seconds after she said that.
Yes, that's why I wondered why she stopped.
Missed opportunity. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Jail.
I've got 2 points on Cayetano. It's very clear that he's sending the message that he's a strong man, right, together with Duterte. And whether or not that would backfire, we will soon find out. That's your hypothesis is that
I
it might
think it's
actually
working for
boost,
him.
his candidacy. Although research would show also that quick digression that Filipinos don't like these kinds of contestations because they feel that we need to maintain
too
our
confrontational.
too confrontational.
Yes.
Filipinos don't like that. At least the surveys would show. However, I think that he got it right when he said that it's not the punishment that matters. The question is very good, but I think it's a mistake to ask that question because at the end of the day, it's not whether people are getting hanged for committing a crime, for example, but it's whether they are getting caught in the first place. And in this country, we have a palusot system. If you can make lusot, then most likely you can get away with whatever you want to do. And that matters.
And how would you gauge the crowd reaction to all of this?
It's
Actually,
really,
let me throw
yes.
first the way CNN Philippines has handled the debate, and then the crowd.
I
Each of you.
think the crowd, because a lot of it feels like a boxing match right now, and we had a boxing match this morning. The crowd also feels like it's a crowd of a boxing match. The production is well done. It feels like it has more gravitas than the other presidential elections for some reason. The stage is bigger.
Yeah.
The moderating, I think, is a lot more effective.
Elegant.
Although the crowd is so rowdy at this point, it's really difficult. And clearly, Senator Onasan can't hear. Senator Onasan
Several
can't hear
times.
several
Yeah,
times.
can you hear me?
Because we can hear them fine, but maybe inside the auditorium they can't hear each other.
That's true.
Marites.
I think there was too much heat between Cayetano and Marcos that maybe the moderators could have focused and made it sharper so that we will get light more than heat. But anyway, and also maybe for the questioners to really be brief and to the point.
Yeah, the long question.
And
from,
I think it's really difficult to moderate this, but that's a big challenge for anchors in CNN.
And I didn't like the yes/no question because the yes/no question was, do you think plunderers should be given the death penalty? It assumes that they're for the death penalty.
Correct.
I bet
Already.
there are several
Already.
people there that were against the
That
death
aren't,
penalty.
right?
Already.
Jail.
Already. The moderation.
The way CNN, the media handles it, and the way the people picked it up.
I think it's a circus, and that's exactly what I think Filipinos like.
Controlled circus.
Controlled circus, manufactured circus, but nevertheless,
Circus.
circus. That is what matters. I can just imagine here in the newsroom, right? Look at the reactions of the people here.
It's
Yeah.
very interesting because the two anchors are both former ABS-CBN, ANC anchors actually, and then
Yeah.
the woman who's producing all of this is a
Yes.
former CNN
I
who's
see.
had experience with this.
Right.
I'm watching to make sure we don't
Miss
miss
the-
it.
yes.
If you were to say who would win this round, the second round, who would it be?
I would say, well, it depends on what you mean by
You can define
win.
it for us.
If the definition is who do I think gained the most additional support from voters, I would say Alan Peter Cayetano.
Still,
Yes,
take second round
because
for you.
he is still out there swinging, and a close second would be, and I don't know if the others would agree with this. With
Okay, we're
Well,
back.
come back.
All right, we're gonna go back to the CNN Philippines debate. Here you go.